Hey Stamping friends! Welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Kuhn and it's Fun Fold Friday. Today I'll be showing you how to make a double gate fun fold card using the Beautiful World stamp set and the matching DSP. Go ahead and grab your supplies and hold while I flip. All right. So here is the card for today. It is just beautiful. You see that beautiful gold shine throughout the DSP. And also, let me show you how this card opens up because it's a little bit different because it's so much fun. All right, so when I open it, you have to kind of open it from the bottom and it goes like that. And depending on how you want to close it, you could either have it closed that way or close it back the way by having them go down at the same time. All right, let me go ahead and show you the supplies we use for this and we'll get stamping. First, we have this insert. Good, there we go, we focused. Okay, make sure we're not blurry today. This is a whisper white piece of paper and it's 4 by 5 1/4, and we'll use that for the inside. And then we have these panel pieces here. And our measurements for these ones are 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And we make 2 of those. And then we have this one at 2 1/2 by 4. These will glue onto there. Then we have our card base. Today I'm using that new in color called Cinnamon Cider. And I've scored our card base already. I have it at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And I've scored it on each end at 2 1/8. We'll also be using some of the Cinnamon Cider ribbon today. And I have these 2 strips of paper that we'll be using with our banners Pick a Punch. And these measure at 2 3/4 and 3 1/4 for the Whisper White, and this Cinnamon Cider is 3 by 1. All right, let me go ahead and set this aside and we'll get stamping and assembling. First, what you want to do is stamp your saying. I'm using the Adventure Awaits and the Cinnamon Cider. You tap it on there, line it up, and lift. Looks great. Make sure you guys are commenting, even if I can't see them. One of you will be the lucky ones that I will send this card to today. So make sure you comment, and afterwards I'll announce who the winner is. This is a brand new punch that's coming out actually August 4th with the new mini catalog. And it's so fun because it has all these different sizes you can make. And today we're going to use kind of like this, I want to say it's like an arrow almost. This looks like a flag tip, and this kind of looks like an arrow. And we're just going to stick this in here like so and push it in. I always like to flip it over to make sure my alignment. So look at that, it looks kind of crooked. So I'm going to go ahead and shift it just a little bit. There we go. And I hold it and I punch it. So there's that one. Then we'll do the same thing to this brown piece. Now line it up there, flip it to look, make sure it's centered nicely, and punch. All right. I already did our stamping for our globe earlier, and I die cut it out. And I even put a little bit of Wink of Stella. Can you see that right there, that shine? And that's for the inside. So let's go ahead and glue that so it has time to dry on our inside. And I made this cute little pedestal using the gold. I'm going to use our liquid glue to glue this on. And I always suggest doing the globe, the bottom of the globe first, and then the globe so you line it up nicely. If you didn't have the dies, you could still use a stamp set and stamp this directly onto the inside. There we go. See that okay? All right, we'll set that aside and we'll glue on our other pieces. Let's go ahead and glue these 2 together, our labels. Flip and hold This one, I'm going to give it just a little bit of border on both sides, on all sides. There we go. And line up our tips together. Next, we'll do our, and of course, I could either keep it this way or I could flip it over and do this side today. Sorry about that, I just hit the stand. I also have this side. What are you guys thinking? Should I mix it up or keep it the same? Let's go ahead and use this paper this time. We'll see how it looks. A lot of times I use the same colors. So it's a monochromatic card. And that's what I did with my first one. By flipping these over, it will give it just a little bit coloring. Let's just make sure that I have it going the right way. There we go. We'll set this one on here. We'll line it up so. And level it out. And line this one up. All right. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Let's put in our white piece now. And then we are going to use our bone folder. Because this is a fun fold, we want to make sure these crisp lines on our scores are down really nice and lay flat. We don't want it popping open until we're ready. So I'm going to take that and use the edge of our bone folder and go across. Yep, there we go. Go back down. Same on this side. We'll take it and we'll just level it out. Oh, this one's going to look so different with this other DSP. I'm excited. All right. Let's go ahead and grab these pieces here. And we will glue them on to our cardstock. And this one. All right. There we go. The next part I'm going to use actually our new Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm using this one today because it is a fun fold card and has moving pieces to it. We want a little bit of extra hold to it. So we're going to take off the lid. And the secret to this fun fold, as you can tell, is that there's a left side and right side. It doesn't matter which way you do it unless you want this side to show when you have it. So if you were to glue on the other side, you would just flip this image to the other side. We are going to go ahead and do like I did for this one and glue this top piece right here. However, make sure that you only go halfway. You can either use your grid piece of paper or kind of just eyeball it. We'll go like that and just put a couple strips of this Stampin' Seal Plus on there. And then I have it going all the way over to that edge of the DSP on this top line. So it covers it completely. There's that one. Let's do the bottom piece, make sure it's not upside down. And we'll add just a little bit of the Stampin' Seal. Make sure that piece right there, there we go. I went over the edge, but I could just fold it right back in. And this on the bottom piece. Be careful that this one is extra here for good. I did add a little bit of a knot on this one, and that's really easy, just to tie a knot on your label piece. And I gave myself a generous amount of ribbon because I don't want to fight it. And then I'll trim it down once I'm done. I use about 7 inches here. This would make a great manly card because of this color combo and great DSP. And then to attach this guy, we want it to pop just a little bit. So I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And you can use either the big ones or the mini ones. It doesn't matter. I do want to put a little bit of my Dimensionals on that ribbon to help hold it in place. And we'll go on these edges as well to give some stability. I love this one because it really does look like it's an arrow pointing to the adventure that is awaiting us. Kind of like a roadmap arrow, same to go this way. I'll stick this right here. Make sure you guys can see it. And we'll stick it right here. I'm going to line it up where that DSP meets and stick it on straight. And there we have it. A double gate fun fold card. I hope you guys had a great time watching this one today and try to make it yourself. I have the measurements on my Facebook page, and I will also have it on my blog, which I will post after the video. Thank you so much for you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. Happy stamping, everyone.